It's February 17th, 2021. I thought I'd come in the greenhouse this morning and kind of go over what we have growing in here when things are growing pretty well. It was -6 this morning, -6 degrees outside, and in here right now it's 62 with just the sunlight. But overnight, of course, I use this little propane heater and some electric heaters to maintain around a 45 to 50 degree temperature range. So what I did is I transplanted a whole bunch. I started everything in these little pots here, and then I transplanted all the extra seeds that were growing into these bigger pots. And this is density lettuce, these two, and this is a monument cabbage, a Chinese type of cabbage. These are bok choy cabbage, and or lettuce, some people call them. They're bok choy, and you can see where I have cut them. If you cut them high on this from the base, they'll start sprouting new leaves, and then you can continue to eat this bok choy for 3 or 4 times or more, maybe. So the key is just to cut it at the not all the way down the bottom, and just up a little higher. But here we have spinach, and right here some more bok choy that I need to cut. It's starting to seed, and of course those were cut, and they're starting to grow new leaves right now, in fact. So then over here we have some thyme. It's kind of a flowering thyme, and then garlic, and then I got kale, a couple kales here, and then peas. Peas, we're waiting for them to flower. They should be flowering any time now. And then some more bok choy. This is a purple Brussels sprout. And then the radish here, I should have thinned them out when I planted them, and I did not. So we ended up with a lot of spindly radishes. I mean, there were a number that we could still eat, but I wondered if that would be a problem, and it was. So these will be, I'm going to pull most of these out. I got some onions here, Walla Walla onions, and some bunch onions back in there, and some more Walla Walla onions back in here, and some down here I got some carrots growing. And up here we have some more celery that I need to transplant. I planted a bunch of celery yesterday, and so you'll see little tiny plants in there. And basically what I do is I take one of these pots which has several celery in them, and I separate the roots carefully, and I put them in other pots. That way they have a chance to grow. And then this is chrysanthemums. These are the edible type, and but you can let them flower too. And pansies, and I started some garlic. There's one that's growing there, and I got a whole bunch I just started a few days ago in these pots. Up here we have Swiss chard, still relatively small, and then some more monument cabbage, and density lettuce, and some spinach. And then down here some more spinach and some more Swiss chard, density lettuce, and some bok choy that needs to be, I never did transplant these, so they didn't get as big, and they're starting to go to seed, so I'll be cutting these and making a salad out of them here. I can still transplant like I did here. I can still cut them high up and then transplant them in the bigger pots. That way they'll just continue to leaf, and then you can just have bok choy for quite a while. And then this is more density lettuce, and then this is a pot of 4 plants of kale. So anyway, and then these are pansies, flowers here. So just wanted to go over what we have growing and what I'm doing with it. And these are all lessons I'm teaching myself here, of what to do and what not to do. And again, when you're planting, you got to be very careful how many seeds you put in a a pot or whatever, because you end up with lots of plants. You can either just pick a couple of the bigger ones and transplant them, or you can try to transplant them all, which I did, which creates quite a few plants actually. So that is what we got going here, and that's it for the day. Stay warm.